You want to know what absolutely sucks super hard? Shoveling snow.
The Daily Podcast. The Daily Podcast.
I don't know what that was. What the frick is up, bro? What's up, everyone? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm trying not to freeze my body because it's getting cold. Yesterday in the morning before I left for work, I looked at my weather app, and it said 3 degrees. I'm not okay with that. I mean, I'm going to have to be okay with that because I now live in a place where it gets flipping cold. You know, this California kid is not used to 3 degrees. I mean, I was talking to my family and I was like, "Hey, look at the weather." And I think this wasn't the 3 degrees. I think this was when it was like 20 in the mid 20s, and I sent a screenshot. I was like, "It's getting a little cold." And I think my brother's like, "Yeah, I think the low today like was 45 or something like that." I was like, "Our high was 27. That sucks." So, I mean, I've toured a lot, I've traveled, not only just with the music, the bands and all that shit, but I used to play hockey very competitively. And I mean, hockey alone is a cold environment. Usually those rinks, especially on the lower end, those shitty ass rinks, Vacaville. Shout out Vacaville, you suck. Just kidding. Vacaville's cold. That rink was terrible. I hated it. It was so cold. But I've been to some cold places. I mean, I think I forget how old I was. You know what? I think I had the jacket. Oh man, I forget how old I was. Man, I should have worn it. I need to bust that. It still fits. Um, but I went San Jose Junior Sharks. Shout out. The big boy Sharks are just shit in the bed recently, which is a major bummer. It makes it hard to watch. But you know what? I love hockey. I love the Sharks, and I just always watch. And it's an excuse to maybe have a beer, chomp down on some buffalo wings. But with hockey, we traveled to, I mean, the cold shit like Quebec. That's far. That's cold. I mean, a lot of Canada, just other places that aren't California. But I think back, the weather I'm with now, I mean, I don't even know how many inches of snow we've gotten. I'd say at least, 4 to 5. And my neighbor was like, "Oh, there's times where you get a ton more." It is what it is. I got 4-wheel drive, but it's not the snow, the cold I mean, I can get over that. I mean, go to work, come back, do my thing, stay in the house, unless I really have to go outside or a grocery store or something like that. Like, I don't necessarily have to go outside. So I'm chilling. I'm cool off the cold weather. It's manageable. The driving is getting some used to. Like I said, I got 4-wheel drive, baby. I'm good. Just take some practice. But I've had some skid moments so far. Some ice skating on 4 wheels. It was pretty intense. But so far, so good. But the one thing that is just the most annoying, most annoying thing ever is shoveling snow. And I know there's probably some people listening that are like, they've been shoveling snow since, they were born, right out the womb, just doctor catches you, throws you, and you're just, that's not what it is. That isn't even the sound it makes, but dude, that shit sucks. And I'll get used to it. It doesn't take that long. We don't have that long of a driveway. It's not that wide, but we have to do the sidewalks as well, just because we don't want anyone to like slip and fall and sue us, because don't have enough money to buy a snowblower. How am I supposed to like do a lawsuit if someone sues because they fall? Stupid. But yeah, it's a different game out here. It's different. The first thing I want to do when I wake up is just get dressed. And then I'm kind of the person that like, I don't necessarily like to sit down, have my coffee, kind of collect my thoughts and, you know, take my morning minute by minute. I'm like, wake up at 6:50. I want to be out the door, like fully, brush my teeth, deodorant, get dressed, put my, lunch kind of together, make sure everything I got is good to go. And I'm like out the door, especially with the winter weather. Oh man, like 6:57. I mean, I try to get in my car before or around 7:20. So I'm like, boom, boom, like let's cut the shit. I got a place to be to make money. I just hit myself in the head while I was doing that. That was weird. Too excited. Um, but now you got to account for the snow. I like now the first thing is I wake up, I mosey on, I put my sick ass UGG. These things are sick. They don't smell that bad either. That's good. Yeah, I put my little slides on, my little UGG slides, which I love them. And I peek out the front window to see if I have to shovel. And recently I have, and it's annoying because it takes like I mean, granted, in the the grand scheme of things, it doesn't take that long, but it's like 15, 20 minutes. And I'm not freezing my ass off, but it's just like this is not what I would like to do right now. I really don't want to be doing this. But in the turn of it, I get to have my car heat up while I'm doing it. So when I get into the car, it's nice and toasty. But it's a workout, I gotta say. I mean, like, I guess it's good for the sake of my fitness. Get my fitness on. Yeah. So that's a good little cardio burn right there. Next time, I mean, there's no setting on my Fitbit for shoveling snow, but I wonder if I can just put like one of the cardio ones on and just see like, I mean, I guess I could tell just by looking at my calorie count, but I don't know. I'm tempted to do something where I see like, huh, how many calories did I burn doing that? What's my heart rate? But it's a workout. So mad respect. Like I said before, earlier, there's going to be some people out there listening that are like, man, I've been doing that since, I came out the womb, bro. Like, stop being a little bitch. Move the snow out of the way so you don't have ice. But, mad respect to you all that have been doing that because, wow, that's intense. That is for sure intense. Okay, I think I'm overselling. It's not super intense. It's just annoying. And it is a workout. You start sweating. It's 3 degrees outside in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning and 3 degrees outside. And I'm sweating because it's a workout. So it's an adjustment. And it's, if anyone's got any tips, holla. Until, I get a snow blower. I mean, that's the main goal we want to get. Snow blower. Because it just makes life easier. I mean, it makes sense, but they're not cheap. Only got so much money, and it seems to be going towards a lot of food. But yeah, if anyone's got any tips, man, I mean, like I think I sent my brother and my family's group chat a photo of me after snow, like shoveling the snow, and my brother just responds with like one of those huge ass like torch flamethrower things, and I was like, in theory, that's a very good idea. One, it would just be badass to just like, it would be done really quick. And I don't think I even told him my thoughts on this. So if you're listening, Michael, your idea was cool, but also if it sucks. So shove it. Just kidding. Love you, dude. You're just going to create water and then it's going to freeze. And then there's no point in even doing it. Just leave the ice there or leave the snow there and just drive over it if you're just gonna try and burn it off. Like it's not gonna make a difference. So I don't know. The one thing that is funny though is I've seen on the socials, the some guy made like it was like a snow pusher sort of deal, but he made it look like a massive this thing must have been like I don't know, like 3 or 4 feet wide and it to look like a razor blade. So when he's doing his driveway, he'll like leave lines. So basically, he's like chopping up lines of cocaine on his driveway because it looks like a razor blade. Some of you might, I guess not, if you know, understand that. It's called Watch a Movie. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I want to figure out some other fun things, or just get one massive, massive one. Or you know what I could do? I could just get. So right now, the one we have is not that wide. It's probably like 3 feet. I just need to get a couple. Or no, sorry, not a couple. I need like 5 of them, and I'll rig them up so it's like very long, like the width of our driveway. Which I don't know what the width is. What the width. Sometimes words are just so dumb. Um, the width now it doesn't even sound like a word, and I can't say it. The driveway, the whole length, but sideways. Fuck. Just so I can just line this thing up and just get in the center and just. I mean, it's gonna be hard, but because that's a lot of snow to push. But I don't know. Honestly, I'm not gonna do anything, but it's fun to think of ideas to kind of just keep your mind going, especially coming from you know the Californias where sometimes when it's kind of gloomy and rainy in the winter, it's still not cold, but you're like used to California going to the Santa Cruz, the beach, and you know a normal day is like 75 degrees, and then it's raining and gloomy some days, and then you kind of get like that weird like sadness, depression just because of the weather. But winter is a whole different animal here because you're not gonna get a whole lot of vitamin D unless you supplement it. There's not a lot of sun. I mean, like yesterday there was like the sun was beaming, dude. The sun was out. The sun was definitely out. And I was like so happy to see it. It was crazy. Like, I don't think it's been I can't remember the last time I was like, wow, the sun is out. I don't know why I'm burping. I haven't had one. Oh no, I did have a carbonated thing earlier for my workout. I think maybe it's just from talking too fast. I feel like I am talking a little fast. So, whoops, my bad. Um, but anyways, has anyone seen? There's some there's a lot of crazy shit on the internet, as we all know, and every other day there's just something new, and this is one of those things. And also, hey, if any of you are kind of like in the market for some sort of money making thing, you could probably sell your farts because this 90-day fiance star makes $45,000 a week selling her farts. And that is a weird thing, but also 45,000 a week. Do that for like a few months and just stop. Go buy a different name, you know, Facetune, that app, that crazy app, Facetune yourself. So like you barely look like who you really are. Okay? First step. Okay, yeah, here we go. First step, take a really good selfie, one that you would post, right? And then you put it into that Facetune app. I believe it's Facetune app, and you make yourself look a lot better than what you really do. Even if you look like a 10 already, chances are you're probably not. It's okay. I'm not a 10, but you know what? Facetune will bring ourselves up to, a 12 out of 10, and then we'll make an account somewhere. I don't know. Maybe we do like an OnlyFans, Only Farts. Yeah, I know you guys probably heard that coming. Only farts, only hands, only feet. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, Facetune. So you don't look like yourself. So when you do stop, no one's gonna really be like, oh, I knew I recognized that smell and that face because I don't know where I was going with that second part, but whatever. I think, if you just make yourself not look like yourself, you can't just find a random photo online, and do that because then someone's going to get pissed or you're just going to get taken down and sued or something like that. No one wants that. I guess, maybe you could even just do it anonymously. But then again, what's the thrill? I think some people want to buy farts because they're like, damn, dude, this girl's so hot. I definitely want to know what her fart smells like after she eats lasagna for 3 days straight. Count me out. But you know what? There's a thing for everyone, okay? There's a thing for everyone, and that is not for me. And I don't know, but 45,000 in a week, that's bonkers. So let's see. I'm just on an article from this place called 2Fab, which is where I found it. Honestly, it was probably just on Facebook where I find a lot of gold, surprisingly. Obviously, you guys know I'm a fan of the TikTok because I find some shit from there. Um, so let's see. Oh, fucking hell. The reality star eats a variety of spicy foods that help her pass gas in order to keep up with the demand of her fart in a jar. Fart in a jar. Fart in a jar. I wish I could sing better. I would totally turn that into some sort of cool like fart in a jar. Oh yeah. Fart in a jar. Fart in a jar. Make 45 grand a week. Jesus. Former 90 Day Fiance star Stephanie Matto. Stephanie Matto? Sorry. Stephanie Matto has developed a lucrative side business that involves her farting into a jar. Can you just imagine? I get it. 45 grand a week is insane and that's awesome. Do it for a couple months or a few months and you're chilling. Go get a normal job in part time and I don't know, just do it. But also, then you think of the person, it's like, what do you got going on today? Oh, like you're lying to some of your friends and stuff. Like, hey, like, well, now it's not a lie. I mean, she can't lie at all. But like, hey, like, how's it going? What do you got going on today, Stephanie? And in her mind, like, she knows what she's got going on, but she's like, oh, maybe we'll go to the gym, work out, No, in the back of her head, she's like, all right, I got to go hit up, the vitamin shop. I got to get my vitamins and I got to get some protein, just a lot of protein, you know, maybe some Brussels sprout, and then I'm going to eat. And then you know what? At the end of the day, or early in the morning, just let that brew in. I'm gonna be squatting over a mason jar, just ripping it, just rip booty cheeks, and then just close that sucker up and mail it away. And in her head, when she's telling her friends that she's gonna have a normal person day, yeah, she's like, man, I gotta go squat over a mason jar. But hey, you know what? Lucrative business. The reality TV star told BuzzFeed that her newest product includes a glass jar of her past wind, a couple of rose petals to really attach the scent, and a personalized note. Why do you got to add the rose petals? I mean, yes, I guess it does really attach the scent, but like, who are you kidding? Who are we kidding? Can you request different items? I don't know. But I think that's kind of funny. And the personalized note, that's classy. That's funny. So yeah, let's see here. Her product is catered to her 260,000 followers who she charges $1,000 per jar of flatulence. Although the influencer recently ran a promotion for 50% off. Cool. $500. $500 for a jar of farts. Also, I don't know how, like, I wonder if anyone outside just heard me say that. That'd be funny. But $500, and that's the discount. That's 50% off. Normally you're paying a G. So honestly, you could probably just go on Tinder, go on Bumble, go on Grindr, whatever you do, dude, or do that, or whatever you want to call yourself. Just go on those apps and be like, hey, I'll give you $50 if you fart in this jar. Why do you got to spend $1,000? Well, come on. Like, are these just people that are like so rich that they just like, "Huh, I have everything, but you know what I don't have? A jar of farts." The 31, the 30 year, the, oh, uh-huh. The 31-year-old rose to, I need to, hmm. The 31-year-old rose to fame after her stint on the 90 Day Fiance, which documents the process of international. Oh, no one cares about that. Is there anything down here? I want to know some more information. Okay. Stephanie also shared that she eats a variety of foods that help her pass gas in order to keep up with demand of her fart in a jar hustle. The reality star regularly eats beans, hard-boiled eggs, yogurt, and protein. Good, gotta have the protein. I mean, for any of my homies out there, or boys and girls that are into fitness and they're just ripping through protein shakes, those farts are full. So she says, I usually follow a pretty strict diet, but I do allow myself 1 to 2 cheat days every single week. And those are the days that I will indulge in specific types of food that I know will make me more gassy. She revealed. I also like to combine my product. Jeez. I also like to combine my product with something that smells like me. So I spritz one of my favorite perfumes in each jar to give to customers the most immersive experience. This isn't VR. Like, it's a fart. Like, how long does that fart last in there? And then you're covering it up with your perfume. I use cologne sometimes to cover up a fart. Okay. Does that make the bathroom any more immersive? No. She says, then I put a small fabric petal. Okay, so it's not real, whatever. A small fabric petal or flower in each jar. It's aesthetically pleasing and also allows the scent to attach to it and last longer. But still, how long does that last? Also, I've been talking for not 22 minutes. I had talked about this pushing snow. I feel like I've been talking way too long about farts with this girl. Let's see. Is there anything? Strangely enough, Stephanie, whatever last name, revealed that her favorite pastimes include reading a good book while she's quote unquote waiting for those farts to develop, which apparently are the strongest in the first 2 days they're made. I love that. Waiting for those farts to develop. It's my favorite thing. Is there anything else on here? I thought farts were super niche, but also something fun, quirky, and different. It's almost like a novelty item. So far, she's dispatched 97 orders and struggles to keep up with demands due to her constant influx of orders. The TV star has gone viral on TikTok where she details and documents the process of her side business. Her last video, titled Day in the Life of a Girl Who Sells Her Farts in a Jar, 6.6 million views. I need to write that down because I don't want to forget that. 6.6 million views. And the title is Day in the Life of a Girl Who Sells Her Farts in a Jar. Not everyone can do it, but if you are struggling and you don't want to do like OnlyFans and show your hoo-has and your pecker and do whatever, just hop online and sell your farts and be open to the ideas of, requests, lasagna mixed with, have like, what else? Let's see here. I want you to eat like nachos for breakfast. And then I want you to have like tuna, with a side of like 5 hard boiled eggs and like throughout the course of the day, a few protein shakes sprinkled in. Hey, you know what? Throw some, Brussels sprouts with some bacon, garlic. What else? What else? Maybe some sausage. I'm trying to think what else makes you kind of like maybe add some pho. and then you got to do some, some jalapenos. Like chomp on some like one, not a huge one, just chomp down on like just one jalapeno, just to kind of you got to have like that spice in there, like and then I think for dinner you top it off with some like a curry dish, you know. So, um it's weird. I mean, I've seen, the OnlyFans for feet, people got a fetish for feet, even hands. Obviously there's people that can like, within the whole feet thing, you buy their socks and I don't know. And then, there's like people like to buy underwear and they like to request that they wear them for a week or something and then send it to them or like I it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And how do these people know not getting pink eye? Like you open that up, right? And you're gonna smell it. And that's really close to your eye. What's the difference between someone, I guess that's like the actual, particles coming from your clapper directly, but also like, I don't know, is there anything there's gotta be something that you get that's not chill, like on accident, like your eyes get a little watery and itchy or something. I don't know. It's just I mean, good for her making, her bag, but I want to know who buys these things. Like who's buying a jar of farts with a fake rose in it and perfume. Perfume, a fake rose, and a fart in a jar. Who's buying it? Besides like the people that are so rich they have everything in the world that they've ever wanted except for this girl's farts. Like, is there people that buy toenails? I bet, dude. Oh, what else? Hair. No, that's not that crazy. Yeah, toenails. Like, I mean, is there anyone that like belly button lint? Like, is there a market for that? Like, is there people out there on the web like buying the lint from your belly button? Like, come on, guys. If anyone out, honestly, and this is a long shot, but if anyone out there has ever bought anything crazy like this girl's farts in a jar, it's a fart in a jar. Yeah, fart in a jar. You've maybe bought socks from someone, underwear, belly button lint. Like, if anyone out there listening has bought that, let me know because I want to talk to you. I want to see why that makes sense to you. I'm not putting anyone down. It's just weird to me, but everyone has their own thing. To each their own, right? Okay. I just thought this was hilarious because I mean, you see a title that says 90 Day Fiance star. I mean, you don't even need that part. I don't know anyone on that show, but you could just say, even if it was a guy, someone, yada, 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 he or she makes 45K a week selling farts. That's going to draw me in for sure. So I don't know. I feel like I've talked way, way too long about that. Uh, what else is there? Yeah, oh, I broke the couch the other day. Part of it, at least. It's not the best couch, but it does the trick for now. It's very uncomfortable. But it, like I said, it does the job. It lets us not sit on the floor. It wasn't that expensive either, which attests to the brokenness of it. But all I did was sit down. And like, I've never broken a chair. I've never broken a couch before. I'm not heavy. And especially, I'm losing more weight. I think I'm like, well, I weighed myself this morning, but I had a lot of food last night. Um, just prepping to sell my farts. Um, so I weighed in like a touch over 230 pounds. But like the day before, I was 229.2. And I've been burning calories. Even with my huge ass meal last night, I'm still well into like the 1,000, calories, like a deficit of 1,000 calories. So like I'm doing solid. But I weighed in a little bit more. So I'm not heavy, right? I'm not super, super heavy. I shouldn't have been able to break that. But all I did was sit down. And no, I did not like jump. I didn't jump and like just bury my cheeks on to the couch, because it's dangerous. And what if there was something in between the couch, like that you forgot or it fell out of your pocket or like it's something, I don't know. Um, yeah, it's not good. It just sucks. I broke a couch. I broke a part. It's like there's a beam in there and I broke it and it sucks. Um, and why did a couch have to be so expensive? Anyways, I just wanted to say I broke a couch and I feel very accomplished. It's a bummer, but it is what it is, you know? And I'm gonna turn this on. There we go. One exciting thing that I wanted to talk about. Well, there's two actually. I'll touch on them very briefly. I will be doing weekly mini series episodes for this. Excuse me. Mini series episodes once a week for this contest that I'm going to be entering. It doesn't. I think it's January 9th is when the registration goes, and you have 12 weeks, and it's called "I Want Abs." Hashtag I Want Abs. 2022. It's ran by Corey Gregory over at Max Effort Muscle. First place is a Mercedes, I believe it's let's see here, a Mercedes C300, a car, dude. It could be a Prius, and I'd be stoked on it too. Like it's a car because my car is it's like pushing 190,000 miles. Yeah, so a new car would be sick. But second place is a deep sea Rolex. Um, Third place is, I believe, 10K worth of crypto with some certain company, and then um there's a total of 10 prizes, and it goes lower and lower and lower. I think like 10th place is a free XL, like a large size supplement stack from Max Effort Muscle. So I'm gonna be competing in that. I am very stoked on it. I touch a little bit on this, what I'm about to say, in the first episode, which is out already. I competed in this 1992. That's when I was born. In 2019. And like I said, I'm 230 pounds, 229, whatever. I got down to 192 and I looked the best. You probably heard me say it on here before, but I was looking the best I've ever looked. I lost a lot of weight. It was good. I was building muscle, of course, so I didn't look frail, but like I looked legit as fuck and it was sick and I loved it. And then I had to kind of nip the contest in the butt because I got called out to go on a tour with my boys at Mice and Men. And I didn't have a job that was my job. So I had to go. And unfortunately, with the habits of touring, you're not eating the best and you're having fun, you're partying, you're drinking, lots of fast food. Shit changed. So now, I'm kind of retired since then from touring, I got a constant schedule. So I'm good. I'm excited. Win any of those, top 10 prizes or not, I'm still gonna, be losing weight. I'm gonna be healthier. I'm gonna be jacked, shredded, looking sick, boy. So I'm excited. Yeah, like I said, that'll be once a week. It's just gonna be called, I think it's the I Want Abs contest. You'll see it. It's not gonna be labeled like, hashtag like this 147 and then title. It's just I Want Abs episode 2, 3, 4, and I'll be running the duration, uh, 12 weeks from now. Well, the 12 week is the contest, but I'll run it now until I'm done with the contest. And yeah. And then one last thing I'd like to talk about real quick. The other day, more than the other day, a few episodes ago, I had a homie on named Gavin, and we did the Pod Decks Would You Rather deck, and it was super fun. Great video on my Instagram. You can check that out. And well, him and I are going to be having a podcast together, and it's gonna be sick. More details to come because everything is not put to, we're in the works. So early, January, any January, probably late January. We're gonna be rolling out that first episode and whatnot, but it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna basically every week we're gonna do a live episode on, I believe, YouTube, and then that'll translate into an episode. So if you don't watch the live, I'm sure you could probably watch it again, not live, but on the YouTube, and then of course the audio version wherever you podcast. It's going to be insane. It's going to be fun, funny. Him and I just get along together insanely well. I'm very excited about it. We'll have Travis from Poddex kind of, you know, what's the best way to say this? He's the one that had the idea for us because he loved how our podcast episode together in the video, we just meshed really well, especially for that's like the first time we really actually talked together. So Travis is kind of like overseeing the whole project, just making sure him and I don't fucking do anything stupid. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of stupid stuff, but you know, make sure we're on point and you know, kind of put things together and whatnot. But it's gonna be really cool. A lot going on. More about that as soon as I know more. A lot of stuff I just can't talk about, but very excited about that. You'll know more. And I had some other stuff on this list, but I don't really care to talk about it. Yeah, sick. I guess if there's one thing to pick up from this is if you don't have to shovel snow, be thankful. It's cool. And if you do, I don't know. It sucks. And then sell your farts. So, all right, well.
The Daily Podcast. The Daily Podcast.